It's Week 13 of the NFL, and we're going to see Brian Thomas Jr. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown-to-interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses. He was able to escape with the win, and that's all that matters when it's all said and done. But having said that, he has to play a cleaner game, not only today, but going forward if his team ever wants to get to the level that they think they can play at.
18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Touchdown, Texans. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the man who won a national title at Alabama. The quarterback's the former first-round pick, Mac Jones.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the number one goal is to come out with a victory. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. when there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. In motion now is White. Down inside the 10. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
First and goal, Houston.
Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Up the middle they go. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, This is going to be a long day for this defense.
Makes the score Texans 14. Jaguars nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Keelan Robinson to return. Yeah! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
To throw is Jones. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here comes a return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Schultz is the motion man. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 14-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, Every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the gun, it's Jones. He'll find the rookie from LSU, Brian Thomas.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Third down, 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Jones keeping this one. He will have a Jaguars first down as they move the chains on third down.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
In motion comes Thomas.
At the 48-yard line.
Jones now on first down. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's into the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. He'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards for number 11, and a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
To the ground, a first down run. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Foye Oluokun with the play. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans have run out to a 24-7 lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Brian Thomas now, and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 26-yard line.
Jones operating out of the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
6 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Jones. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll give it to Etienne on the option. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
In motion comes Thomas. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Back to the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They send him right out of the slot. Jones looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. In motion comes Thomas. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Houston. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Jones. Down the field, he's got Duvernay. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Throwing on first down is Jones. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If you're touch,
and he goes down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw, taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Toward the boundary, taken in by Collins.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. So 4th down, and it's the former Chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
To throw is Jones. He'll look deep, left sideline. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Texans 31.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In that first half, we were treated to a fine performance by this rookie quarterback. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one
Will we get a turnaround? Let's
significantly.
The third quarter is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of
They'll try and run for the first with ETN. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
This brought in out past the 20. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. On 2nd down, they run the counter. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's got the 1st down. Not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs. Now they'll set up to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down, and it's an incompletion. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
1st down, Texans.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
We saw plenty of throws like that in Gainesville. The former Gator gets his team a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Robinson. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Jones operating out of the pistol. He locates the big tight end, DeGuara. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
On the give, it's Etienne. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down.
Here's Jones. This pass is caught by Thomas. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. Once again, it's Etienne. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Shotgun now for Jones. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And this drive is going backward. Taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3 and out.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Jones to throw. That's taken in by Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
Reynolds is the motion man here. Throwing, Jones. This one taken in by Reynolds. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Throwing now is Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Again, they'll throw with Jones. Catch made right side by Thomas. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That's on the former 5th overall pick, Brandon Scherf. In motion comes Thomas. Again, it's Jones. That's complete to ETN. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Quick throw here is complete. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Duvernay in motion. Jones to the air again. Duvernay with the grab. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
another Jaguars. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw is Jones. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw is Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Jones. And he can't get away. Down he goes back at the 16.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Jones. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And With 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, Houston. They continue to add points, Greg. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, it's Jones. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll try to get this one on the ground. The Texans set to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. He locates the big tight end, DeGuara. Give him 14 on that play, 1 first down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jones operating out of the pistol. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jones. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Texans. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jags offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Jones. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. I believe one of the Jaguars was able to get in there and recover. Yes, Jacksonville retains possession.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
And he's going to have the Jaguars first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On second down, here's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Going up top. That is hard. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Jones. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Throwing, Jones. He's going to pick up the first down and more. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Here's Jones to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.